close my eyes, it's all coming.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the live stream. We'll be starting up pretty shortly, so just sit back and relax.
Be breached. We all long for that one thing, a life that's worth living. And tonight there'll be a reckoning. I am ready. Are you with me? And we ride into the limelight, and we shine in our home right, and we'll fight for the good life. May our voices carry you in the change, carry you in the change. And we May our voices carry you in the change, carry you in the change. Should we follow the rules, you and me? Want to beat the system and reach me? We all long for that one thing, a life that's worth living. And tonight there'll be a reckoning. Are you ready?
If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so, as I have tons of awesome content and videos coming.
Are you with me? And we ride into the limelight, and we shine in our home right, and we'll fight for the good life.
Before we start, please read the rules and guidelines. Helps the stream stay focused and encourages a positive environment. Also say hello to the channel moderators, who will be making sure that these rules are followed.
May our voices carry you in the change, carry you in the change.
Look at that, it's almost that time again. I see some Valentine's Day cards. I love you. Another one with a cake back there. Happy Valentine's Day. Got some birthday cakes. And a comic. That's so interesting. And we got some New York City themed pop-up cards, complete with the Statue of Liberty, a ferry boat, and also the Staten Island ferry and the skyline of New York City. Anyway, folks, I think you could tell where I am right now as I point the camera towards the ceiling. I wish I was in those miniature cards, but this is the World Trade Center Oculus Transportation Center. It's a chilly 30 degrees Fahrenheit, -2 Celsius. And today's date is January 27th, 2022. It's 7:45 in the evening. And what we just saw was the Love Pop cards. I wanted to tease you a bit. But yeah, this might be a creative way to show somebody that you care by giving him a paper tree, right? Well, how about a red cardinal? All right, let's get this live stream started. The last time I started a stream from here, I think, I walked all the way from Lower Manhattan to Queens. They've closed off a large section of the main floor here. I think they're installing something. You know, this is pretty strange because these are the benches that used to be on the sides, like by the restrooms and stuff, and they're still over there, but they've roped them off. You can't sit here anymore. Wonder why that is. They moved all the benches over here and they roped them off. And seems like over here too. All in all, it seems kind of quiet here. And on this side too. These benches over here used to always be available to sit. I don't know if it's going to be if it's concerns about health that they close them off, or if they're planning to do something with them, or I don't know. But interesting observation. And even though it's been roped off, someone put a milk carton here and paper plates or paper bowls. Who did this? 1% low-fat milk. How'd that make it past the barrier if this is all roped off? Scott says they might be just sterilizing and cleaning them all. Yeah, but they don't have to do all of them at once, right? They could leave the side ones open for people to sit. Fun boy, you think it's the homeless also? I don't think so. Even so, that's kind of inhumane to close off the seating areas due to the homeless problem. As I've mentioned before, I think that's the wrong way to do it, to make amenities so uncomforting that it doesn't invite the homeless in. Now we gotta go on the escalator with the overly commanding instructions. Please hold the handrail or you might injure yourself. And then you won't be able to live stream anymore. Oh, I think the speaker system's broken. That's good. Good. The speaker system's muffled, so we don't have to keep hearing the voice. Please. It's like, yeah, if you don't be careful, you're gonna hurt yourself. That one sounds like it's whispering. This one, they turned it off, which is good. Most of the time when you go up this escalator anyway, you don't even hear all the announcements. It's like they should tell you before you get on the escalator, not when you're in the middle of it and then be like, uh-oh, I didn't hold the handrail. You know what's also not allowed on this escalator? Eating ice cream, riding backwards, running the wrong way, jumping up and down on the escalator too. What other rules can we make on the escalator that are absolutely out of this world that they could put those announcements? Diane, when your brother was little, you got a shoe stuck in the side. Quick thinking man pressed the stop button before it got to the top. Good. If there's an emergency, that's what the emergency stop button is for. Right here. You lift the cover and you press emergency stop. I've seen people get their shoelace caught in the escalator before. All right, let's not follow the rules and go through the negative red circle door. Because no one's here anyway. All right, on the streets of Manhattan now. I think today I'll explore Battery Park City. And we'll go towards the 9/11 memorial. That's if they didn't close off that area already. Because lately I've been going to the east side, Wall Street, Water Street, that way, but haven't really gone to this side too much. Photolife 24 saying it's cold. Yep, it is. You gotta expect it in the middle of January in New York City. And this is actually pretty standard for New York City temperatures right now. It can get much colder. Ooh, we got some nice murals. This one I didn't see before. And these blocks kind of look like Legos a little bit. This one's all floral themed, Sokoki Studios. Actually, all of these are floral themed. Look, there's one that's roses, another one that looks like daisies a little bit. Pretty windy. Tallest building in the United States coming up right over here. Looks like they did close the 9/11 memorial. It's after hours. But that doesn't mean we can not go across the street and try to get a closer view. Ed Dunkel, you like the base? It looks great at night. It sure does. It's all lit up. People are mentioning about the snowstorm on Friday into Saturday. I'm aware of it, but I don't trust the forecast until a day before, so I don't think I'd put too much emphasis into it yet. Janet R., thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Appreciate it so much, Janet. Thank you very much. Bo and Noel, do I feel safe walking around New York City right now? Yes, in general, I feel safe, but it's been more unsafe as of late, so you have to be aware. I'm just a little bit more aware of my surroundings than what I've usually been. If that makes any kind of sense to you. All in all, it comes down to perception and your sense of comfort with the city. To me, this seems safe. But I've noticed certain areas of the city and other places, like the subway, feel a little bit more angsty, should I say. Cajun Corbu, or Corbux, don't really know how to pronounce that last name, but I apologize. $9.99. Be sure to get enough milk and bread to weather this weekend's blizzard. Thank you, Cajun. Appreciate the support. Thank you very much. There's the base of the World Trade Center. And over here you can see the footprint of the North Tower of the Twin Towers. This isn't the exact area where the towers fell, but this is symbolic of their existence in this area. They turned the pool off because I think they're going to have troubles with it with the temperature so cold. What I'm actually going to do is put my gloves on because I didn't put them on when I was in the shopping mall. Would be a good idea at this time. Why am I putting my right glove on my left hand and vice versa? That should be something a child should be able to figure out. There we go. I think I had my left glove in my right pocket and vice versa. That's why I got switched up. Now where is my stylus? I feel it. Why can't I grab it? Ugh. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Now I'm prepared. Francis says because I'm ambidextrous. I wish I was. I'm right-handed. Although I am able to use chopsticks on my left hand if I really tried. I've trained myself to do it. And also wash dishes with my left hand. They say that's actually good, you know, if you use your opposite hand to do basic tasks every once in a while, because it trains your brain to think differently. Like, it makes it more creative. So try it. Do some simple things that won't cause you a lot of harm if you use your opposite hand, like brushing your teeth or washing the dishes. Thanks, Poodle Mama 1966, $4.99. Thank you for showing the 9/11 memorial. Love your channel. Appreciate it, Poodle Mama 1966. Thanks for the support. Claire says, you remember where you were on September 11th. Thank you for showing us the memorial. Yes, I remember exactly where I was. I was in my high school algebra class, and that was the last class of the day when the teacher, no, not the teacher, the principal came onto the intercom station and told people if they had any parents or relatives working in Lower Manhattan to come down to the office. And then we just got told to get dismissed out of school early. That's where I was on September 11th, 2001. I was just a youngin' then, still in school. Daryl, you're watching me in New York City walking show now? Excellent. I was just watching him for a little bit too. Come on, when's this light gonna change? Alright, forget this. We'll just go. Uh-oh. Still cutting it close. Man, what is wrong with this light? Is it gonna stay green for like an hour straight? Alright, we're still gonna cross against the light. Oh, it just changed now. Photo Life 24, what happened to the wait button? There's no wait button here. You just gotta wait until the light changes and not have someone nag you to death about it. Or not somebody, a machine. So I have a revelation I need to tell all of you. Earlier in the day, I was in some place, I won't reveal what, but it had the best implementation of the talking crosswalk I have ever experienced. It was loud, it announced the street that we were going to cross, and it also counted down from 10. So people who are hard of sight, they can listen to the audible cues how much time they have to cross the street. I was blown away when it started counting down. It felt like New Year's again. Penelope says he thought I always wear scarves. I need to talk with Tom Wall Street, and his name is Walks in Wall Street, but you switched it about wearing a scarf. It really depends on me. Some days I'll wear a scarf and some days I won't. It all depends. Dominic Riverso, $10. Hello from Toronto to all the New Yorkers. Thanks, Dominic. Appreciate the support. All the way from Toronto, where it's colder than here. So this side of Manhattan is Battery Park City. Basically, it was constructed almost entirely from the remains of the construction of the World Trade Center. When they were constructing the Twin Towers and all that land, when they dug it up, they dumped it over here and they made more land. So over to my left is the Brookfield Place shopping mall. It's also connected to the transportation hub, where I started my video from, via underground passage. Tamil, have I ever gotten a ticket for jaywalking? No, I haven't. I don't even know anybody who's gotten a ticket for that. And Fun Boy is asking if I ever do bike videos anymore. I don't really do bike videos anymore, to be honest. As I said before, I find riding a bicycle in New York is more of a nuisance than anything, just because you're tied down to the bike itself. Find me a solution to making the bike disappear or have it minimized into the size of your hand, and then we could talk, and then I'll ride my bike again. Because if you ride your bike someplace, you gotta lock it up and worry about it, or carry it around with you. And carrying it around with you may not be able to grant you access to everywhere you need to go. So that is the frustrating thing about riding a bike. And I'd say to people who are in New York City thinking about getting a bike, get a bike if you just need to get from point A to point B and stay at point B for a while. If you're like me, you go to all these different places all at once, go indoors, outdoors, on ferries, this and that, a bike is going to be a big liability. So same thing with a car. I can get to a lot of different places much faster by walking, because having a bike is a big pain in the butt, or a scooter. Aiden with $2. Thank you so much for the $2, Aiden. Appreciate the support. Here's another view of the World Trade Center from here. You've got one World Trade Center over here on this side. And then building 7 over here. Thank you, Red Dog 08. Again, Red Dog strikes again with a $100 super chat. Red Dog, I thank you so much. Appreciate the support. I also see you supporting the other streamers too, so I really thank you for that, for spreading your generosity around, including my friend New York City Walking Show right now, who's streaming. So from both of us, thank you so much. Albert says, don't do it, it's dangerous. My bike's had many accidents riding a bike. They go to hospitals. Once in 2 years, they got hit by a car. Well, that's another thing, riding a bike. You got to deal with the traffic in the streets of New York, which aren't as safe as you think. Because even just walking around, you see me, I get vehicles who don't yield to me, cars that blow red lights. So you're right in the middle of all that nonsense when you're riding a bike. And over here, before I walk past it, is the Irish Hunger Memorial. It's closed right now, but in there is an actual like scene from Ireland fields. You can see like native grasses. You can also hear me echo over here. Hello. W2MNM, you went in there. It's a nice place to visit. It's all Battery Park City. Spotman, whatever happened to my motorized two-wheeler? Same thing. You can, although you can get to more places indoors with a electric scooter compared to a bicycle, but it's still a hassle to take in and out. D Young with $5. Always appreciate the great content. Thanks. Thank you, D Young. Appreciate the support. Whenever I take my bike or scooter out, I have a purpose for it. Here's the Port Authority Ferry Terminal at Battery Park City. You can take the New York Waterway to New Jersey. You can also take the New York City Ferry to the 42nd Street area and the Hudson River, and also to St. George in Staten Island. Alonzo, what pier is this? I'm not sure. It just says the Port Authority Ferry Terminal at Brookfield Place, Battery Park City. Here you can see the routes that are here now. See, this is where we are, Battery Park City. There's only one New York City ferry here, St. George and Midtown West, but they've got all these routes now. And it costs $2.75 to ride the ferry, $1 more if you're bringing a bicycle, and it's free for electric scooters. Coney Island is going to open up shortly, the Coney Island route. What I hope they add someday is to add a ferry between Staten Island and Brooklyn. They have one from Staten Island to Manhattan, actually two, the Staten Island ferry and the New York City ferry. But why can't they do one from St. George to here, or the Bay Ridge? It makes sense. They've even connected Brooklyn and Manhattan, and Brooklyn and Queens and Manhattan, and Bronx to Manhattan. But or what about Bronx to Queens? They can do that route too. Everything is so Manhattan-centric in New York City. That's one of the flaws of the public transportation system here. They assume everybody works in Manhattan, and all the trains, buses, ferries, etc. go to Midtown or downtown Manhattan, lower Manhattan. And nowadays, I don't really see that to be the case as much as it used to be. People work in their own boroughs now. They go to the other outer boroughs, and they work different hours too. So every time I go to like southern Brooklyn or the Bronx, I have to go through Manhattan to get there. Oh, and you remember my Ferry Point Park, Throgs Neck video? What a cold day it is. It's pretty cold there. I have to say that much. Brookfield Place shopping mall in front of me. No, Victor, I can't see Rikers Island from here. You can only see it from Manhattan, Queens, or the Bronx. That's way on the other side. Although if you go up to the World Trade Center to the top, the observation area, you can probably see it. I wonder if the ice skating rink is still here in Brookfield Place. Daddy, am I walking up John Street or Maiden Lane? I'm not sure if I am, but I think I'll be walking around to that general area in this live stream eventually. Got a little bit of snow. It might be a lot of snow come Friday night into Saturday morning. That's when this expected snowfall is going to come. But I won't really trust the forecast until tomorrow. Yeah, the ice skating rink is still here, Brookfield Place. Elfin, you want to see the part of the Berlin Wall here? I could show it again. Also got some snow. You didn't even touch the snow. I can tell you if it's real or not. Yeah, it is. It's real snow. I'm gonna mute this because there's some music playing. I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. No music by the ice skating rink though. Feels very peaceful here. You have the whole rink to yourself if you go now. Uh-oh.
I just don't listen to Los Angeles. I didn't know if it was like a new song or something, you know?
There is music playing. With gorgeous looking trees. Pops here. Think we're getting Yeah, this area is not really too good with cell phone service. I think it's just this little section over here though. We're almost to the section of the Berlin Wall. It's right in front of me. Just gotta go around this to see it. Daddy Bog seems like he worked in all the buildings around this area. Let's check out Germany. A piece of Germany. Got the big rock here to prevent people from driving down this area. And the Berlin Wall is over there somewhere. Ah, there it is. I love this section of the Berlin Wall. It's got a really nice mural on it. Ethan says, why is everyone saying there's snow? Who knows what's going to happen? Not even the weather people know what's going to happen. The forecast has changed so much that I don't really rely on it until the day before or a few hours before. And even then, they're not even always right. But if you want to see snow all the time, you can tune into my other channel, Black and Shadow. I have a 24/7 live stream of snow in New York City. So on the 15th anniversary of the dismantling of the Berlin Wall, this piece of the wall was donated to Battery Park City. It's an old piece of the wall. You can see a lot of the paint is chipping already. It's weathered a lot. I hope they could restore this paint if it gets chipped really badly. Slaw says, is it a piece of the Berlin Wall? It sure is. And there's also the other side too. Elfin Mithro, thank you so much. Are there any other parts of the wall in the city? Yes, there are. The other one is in the United Nations Peace Garden, I believe they call it. But that one's not open to the public. However, you can see it from First Avenue if you zoom into it, and also from the East River. And there's also a piece of the Berlin Wall, I think it's the largest section, in Ripley's Believe It or Not in Times Square. So there's 3 pieces of the Berlin Wall that you could see open. Well, I wouldn't say open to the public. The UN one isn't open to the public. AJ and everything, $1.99. Am I ever going to stream Ozone Park? I've been there before and I've streamed it. Random Foxy fan, the one in Ripley's is pretty cool. Big piece, I've heard. Lady Gaga fan 99, thank you for the $2.99. Appreciate the support, Lady Gaga fan. Oh, just Kate, you lived in Belgium when the wall came down. My American friend drove to Berlin to get her own piece of the wall. I didn't know it would be such a popular souvenir item. South End Avenue. Don't really come to this part of Manhattan too much. Le Pen Quotidienne, after hours and closed. I see several people making deliveries in this area. One thing that I hear is a common annoyance in this neighborhood, if you're living in it, is that it's far from public transportation and also restaurants as well. So a lot of people get their food delivered. Here's a Gristedes. I've heard good and bad things about the supermarket. Some people say it's overpriced. Wonder how this pizzeria is. Pizzeria Picasso. Picasso, not Picasso. Like the artist.
Did he give you a reason?
Treadwell Park. Looks like a nice little bar. So there are some dining options available in this neighborhood. Melanie says they take advantage of not having any other grocery store to compete with. Well, here's one. I don't know what store this is. It's not labeled. This one's even open 24 hours. Bread Alone Bakery? No, that's not it. I found the name of the store. It's Groceries. Hey, where do you get your groceries from? Oh, I go to Groceries. And we got a menu here. Not bad if you're looking for an inexpensive meal. Let me zoom into the prices. Bagel with butter, $1.79. Cream cheese is $3.49. Looks like they just changed the prices on the omelet, so they put a sticker over the old price. Hamburgers, $8.49. Deluxe is $10.49. Looks like this grocery store has a good selection. Different colored apples, oranges. There's also the frozen dinner section. So Gristedes has some competition here. How do you pronounce this place? Benvenuto? It's an Italian restaurant. South End Avenue, Battery Park City. You know, the prices here are quite reasonable, especially considering the neighborhood we're in. I think this is the catering menu for the pasta. There's no way it's like $45 a person for stuffed shells. Jay's Cleaners, sweater special, and also comforter special. So it's called Benvenuti. I've been to this park before. It's very quiet. It's well lit in this area with all these street lamps. In Shannon's Kitchen, are there any festivities coming up for Chinese New Year? Yes, there's plenty. Chinatown is having their firecracker celebration on Chinese New Year Day. There's also the parade, I think, happening closer to the end of next month. I know many of the Chinese communities here will also have events going on. Toward Treat C, you're surprised how quiet it is for this hour. I'm not. It's 30 degrees out. People don't want to be walking around for this long in the cold. And also, this is Battery Park City, which doesn't really get too much foot traffic to begin with. So if you're gonna be somewhere and be almost the only person walking around, choose this spot. But even the World Trade Center Oculus Mall didn't have as many people as I thought. Let's walk across this pedestrian bridge. It looks very fancy. Looks quite new too. Let's cross over now. Joanne, you've never been to Battery Park City? Yeah, not too many people have. This is one section of Manhattan that doesn't really get as many tourists. There's also a dog park here. The West Thames Dog Run. Pretty sure this is a new bridge. I wonder what kind of view we're gonna get from the middle of this bridge. Ooh, this is nice. Hey, it's the first time for me to walk across this bridge. This may be one of the fanciest pedestrian bridges I've ever crossed. The view isn't that good though from here because of the lighting and the... Put the camera through this hole here and see. Well, it's better, it still gets in the way, but... You're gonna need to put the camera right up to the grate in order to see anything. The lights are so surreal too, like it's just the middle part here that's lit. Also, take a look at the ceiling. Here's the other side. This is the entrance to the Hugh Carey Tunnel, formerly known as the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. Let's try the elevator route. Zane says, $4.99, love the contents. I want to ask, where's the cheapest neighborhood to live in the whole of New York City, excluding Staten Island, close to the city? I think Wait, what's going on? Oh, I didn't push it hard enough. Yeah, this is a new elevator. The Battery Park City Authority, it's called. Zane, I think you kind of answered that question already. Being close to the city, you're going to pay more money for a place. The further out you go from the city center, in general, you'll find better prices. But that's the trade-off you do for having a longer commute to the city center. Elevator works well. Oh, we found the name of the bridge. The Robert R. Douglas Bridge. What is that? This piece of art looks really interesting. Kind of looks something out of a comic book. Lynn says it looks like a tornado, a little bit. Well, these tiles are not secure. Yep. Those need to be secured. Here's the other side of the pedestrian bridge, the staircase side. And then over here is the Battery Park parking garage. Oh wait, it's not. It's a through street. But the parking garage is on the other side of this. Wow, we can even walk through this too. I don't think many New Yorkers have willingly gone out to this street and walked around. No charge for bicycles. Bicycle parking. Day bicycles, no charge. Ooh. That is interesting. Usually they charge for bicycle parking, but okay. Now I wonder where the bicycle parking area is. I think it's over there. Elevator. Yeah, I see all the bicycles parked on that way. Let's take a look at this bicycle parking area. I see people using it right now. No charge. Nice they offer that to the community. Problem is you have to provide your own lock. Parking by permit only. Yeah, this is the bike parking area. It's very busy here though, that's the only issue. Thanks Just Gaming, $1.99. Have I ever heard of the James Webb telescope? Yes, I have. Supposedly that's the one that's replacing the Hubble telescope. Lots of delivery bikes. And now I'm walking back towards the World Trade Center again. There's only one stop after this one on the number 1, South Ferry. Mr. Marv, thank you for the $4.99. You're the best. Appreciate it, Mr. Marv. So glad you think so. Appreciate it. All right, since we're here, let's take a walk on Rector Street towards the Wall Street area. Wall Street's been getting a lot of press lately, just due to the Federal Reserve meeting yesterday. Also, it's earnings season and there's been a lot of volatility in the market. I think the stock markets have had one of the worst starts to a new year in its history in the month of January. So let's pay a visit to the New York Stock Exchange and Wall Street area. Here's Trinity Church. Let's see if there's anybody around. Look for Hamilton's grave. We found it right here. I just noticed it. I knew it was going to be brought up. Alexander Hamilton, who died July 12th, 1804, age 47, in a gun duel, of all things. In Shannon's kitchen, don't think my blood pressure can handle the volatility, so I just let it be. Thank goodness you don't have to touch your retirement fund for a while. Well, to be fair, the stock markets, at least the United States markets, they've gone up a lot since last year. So If you've been investing for all that time, you should still be up. But I get it. There's a lot of people that are calling for a bubble in the market and that it needs to deflate. I know it can get pretty unnerving to watch your stock portfolio all the time, especially when there's big declines in the market like what we've had this past month. One of the things that a lot of financial planners say is to never invest more than what you're willing to take. So if you're comfortable sleeping at night with a certain amount of money and won't put more money in than that, then that is probably where you should be investing. And that limit can be different for anybody. If you can't risk to lose $1, then maybe you shouldn't be in the market. If your limit is $1,000, then that should be your limit as well. All right, we're here on Wall Street. Let's see if there's actual blood in the streets. Let's go in front of the New York Stock Exchange and make a prayer and have it tell us which stock we should invest in so we can all make a lot of money. All right. Federal Hall Memorial in front of me, which is still under renovations and inaccessible to the public. JP Morgan building and the New York Stock Exchange, Wall Street. All right, let's pray to the stock gods and find out what stock we should be investing in. Or some people in meme culture, they call them stonks, right? Just buy some stonks, they'll always go up. Houses will always go up. Price of real estate always goes up. Price of stocks always go up. Well, I hate to break it to you, but that isn't always the case, folks. Things don't always go up in a straight line, no matter how many people say stocks can always go up or real estate can always go up, because they can go down, they can crash as well. Or cryptocurrency. Buy Bitcoin. It's going to $100,000 next month. I'm telling you. Bitcoin's going to be the future. It has a finite value. It's inflation proof. Look what happened to Bitcoin. It reached $65,000 and it went all the way down to $33,000. So if you held from $65,000, you're almost half of your gains are gone right now. So not even cryptocurrency is safe. And what about gold? Gold's a rock that just sits around and does nothing. People are going to talk about that. So let's see, what should we invest in? New York Stock Exchange, tell us what stock we should invest in to get rich. Is it going to be GameStop? Or is it going to be, I don't know, oil? We're going to find a lot of oil in the ground. Or maybe it's Microsofty. Maybe we can get some free ice cream if Microsofty goes up, right? Or how about Apple? Maybe Apple is going to have the Apple 70 or 777. And they're going to skip all those numbers. It's going to be a flying machine that's going to think for you and make phone calls for you. Or maybe it's going to be something more conservative, like Procter & Gamble, right? Maybe we won't need to have toilet paper anymore. Maybe it'll just come out from my hand automatically. That'll be a thing now. That's consumer goods. Or maybe it'll be the next NFT, right? Maybe it's the Action Kid NFT. Or maybe it's a healthcare related stock, right? Maybe there's gonna be a new outbreak and a new vaccine, I don't know. Or maybe a travel stock, right? Maybe we'll have teleportation and that stock will go up 1,000,000%. How about that? And then all the airlines will crash because that'll put all the airlines out of business. Maybe Tesla's the stock that's going to do that, teleportation. And then you can kiss all your gains from Delta Airlines and Southwest and all those airline stocks, because they're all going to nosedive because teleportation got invented. That's the way the stock market is. When there's one technology that disrupts the other, that other technology, the stock goes bye-bye. Look what happened to BlackBerry when Apple made the iPhone. The stock just went down and down and down. And here's the fearless girl looking up at the New York Stock Exchange with a bow on her ponytail. W2M&M, you never think you see me so passionate. Got a dog convention. Yappy little dogs.
She does hand poking and stuff. No?
Sounds like a squeaking toy. Is Joe and the Juice open? Yeah, it is. Look at that. If you want a late night coffee, you can come here. KO says the Action Kids Extras dog is so good you can't stop watching it over and over again. Oh yes, when I saved the Pomeranian from wandering around the neighborhood, that's right. Wow, we can still hear the dogs all throughout the metal and concrete canyon of Broad Street. Cynthia says the Bull's on Broadway, 1 block to the right. I think we're gonna have to visit the Bull. Maybe the Bull will tell us what stock to invest in, right? Or assets. There's a lot of ways to make money in the market. We can buy or sell whatever we want on the market. All right, let's go take a look. I don't think there's going to be many tourists out by the statue today. It's cold out. It's also in the middle of January at the low of tourist season. Brett's asking if I've ever been in the historic old subway. Oh, you mean the first subway station, City Hall? No, I haven't seen that in person. I've been on the 6 train as it makes its turn, but I've never been in the station myself. Neon 99, you think you're at the Walks in Wall Street channel. Yes, that's his entire theme. He walks around different places and talks about finance. He even has his own newsletter. I commonly go in there and listen to him. As for me, I don't really care too much for that, to keep talking about finance all the time. Maybe touch upon a little bit, but I like to talk about the here and now of what's going on in the city, rather than talk about what actions the market did today or what earnings came out, because I think you gotta have a really kind of specific focus or audience in order to do that. And most people who do that kind of stuff, they actually like sit down and do like a pre-recorded video or do it in one place. But Tom, who runs the Walks in Wall Street channel, he walks around the city while talking about these topics too, which is kind of cool. All right, there's nobody here at the Bull. Nobody here. I can touch the balls all day. All right. Now I could touch the bull all I want. Let's make all of us a lot of money. Okay, let's touch it. We're gonna get good luck for the entire rest of our life. This is for all the viewers of my channel. Let's rub the ear, because the ear is supposed to be good luck, the horn is supposed to be good luck, the eyes, the nose. We'll do this and that. All right, we're gonna touch all parts of the bull. All my subscribers and viewers are gonna be so lucky. All right, lots of money, lots of money. Let's even touch that, yeah. Okay, touch. Let's touch the crack also. Let's wipe the butt a little bit. How about some of these? We gotta touch that, touch this. All right. Okay. I think we're good. All my viewers who are in that, you just saw that. We're gonna make a lot of money. We're gonna be lucky today and this entire year. So, all right. Dean says, so kind of you to make a wish for us. No problem. I think I touched every part of it. I haven't touched a statue like that in my life. Oh, I didn't touch the right part of it. Let's touch that one. I never touched this part. Let's touch this part. Will something be bad if I touch this part? Oh yeah, touch this part. Oh yeah. I think I've been one of the few people to touch that part, huh? I think if I touched it more, I would have made it explode. We really would have had a bull run. Claire says just violated the bull in public. Oh my goodness. I had the statue all to myself, so I really need to make it count. Your name here says, what's the bull made out of? What material? It's made of bronze. You know, I didn't even notice that part of the bull until now. I knew it had the balls, but I didn't see the other part. Maybe people need to learn and start touching that part now instead of the balls. U.S. Customs House. Von Voice says there's no going back touching that part. I know. So this is what New York City used to look like. F. Filari, am I near the South Street Seaport? Yes, I am. I'm pretty much here. But if you're looking for the museum area and the Titanic Memorial, that area is a little bit of a walk from here. Lee Barber with £2, so worth a super chat. Thank you, Lee Barber. Appreciate the support. Thank you so much. F. Filari, you're new to my channel, you're hooked. Thanks for joining in, man. Looks like they're doing some utility work. Is this, I thought it was Verizon, but maybe not. Hey, thank you, Melanie Lee with $9.99. Appreciate the support. Laurie, you can be so funny and goofy, one of the main reasons why you watch. Thanks, Laurie. Oh, it's Warcom Internet. I have to admit, when I'm doing these live streams, I feel like I'm usually more animated than how I normally am. What's over here now? There's a suspended ball coming from the ceiling. That's pretty interesting decor. Also love the orchids. Staten Island Ferry Terminal right across the streets. Pretty quiet down here. There's not many people around at all. The financial district is normally a day spot. When work ends, people just go right home. Anyways, I think this will be a good place for me to end it. Doesn't really seem like there's too many people walking around this late at night. Even where I started this video in the Oculus building, it was pretty quiet. But I want to thank all of you for tuning in tonight. It's nice exploring Battery Park as well as the financial district. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye everyone, take care.